Chapter 5 Introduction to HTML5. Chapter Outline. In this chapter, you will learn what is HTML5, HTML5 editors, tags, attributes, basic HTML5 tags, creating and saving HTML5 document, editing HTML5 document, viewing HTML5 document, other useful tags. KB. Hi MB, you know what? I'm thinking to create my website. MB. Good thought KB. How many web pages will be there on your website? KB. I don't know. I will hire someone who knows how to do this. MB. Why do you not try to do it on your own? I trust you. You can do it. KB. But I don't know how to do this. Which programming language I need to do this? MB. It is not a separate language. You need to know about HTML5 and you can create web wonders with wonderful websites. Let me tell you about HTML5 in detail. You are well familiar with internet and know how to use it too. While surfing on the internet, you must have visited various websites. How colorful and nicely designed these websites are. Each screen displayed on a website is called a web page. A website is a collection of many web pages in the same way as a notebook has many pages. Any website or web page can be visited using the web browser apps such as Microsoft Edge, Google Chrome, and Mozilla Firefox. Let us learn how to create and design a web page. For this, you need to learn a new language called HTML. What is HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It is a language that is understood by a web browser for composing text and images, still as well as animated, for a web page. The word hypertext or hyperlinked text means that any text on a web page can be linked with another website page, enabling the user to move around on the web. This means when you click on the hyperlinked text, the web browser will take you to another web page it is linked with. The word markup means to make the text written inside the tags as a certain type of text to be displayed in a specified style. For example, a bold text can be displayed by writing the text inside the B tag. The word language is used for making communication with the computer using special words or symbols. The features of HTML due to which it is widely used for the creation and designing of web pages are the following. It is easy to understand and use. It is not case sensitive. This means that it treats HTML and HTML as same. It is supported by almost every web browser. There is no need to install any special app. The Notepad app can be used to write an HTML code. HTML is basically a building block for web pages. It is a format that tells a computer how to display a web page. The latest version used is HTML5. HTML editor. You must be wondering which app is used to write the HTML code for designing web pages. It is only a simple text editor like Notepad or WordPad where we type and save HTML code and then view it in a web browser like Microsoft Edge. HTML tags. A web page is made up of several elements such as the title of the page, headings in the page like in a newspaper, written text, paragraphs, and images. Each element is defined by an HTML tag. An HTML tag is nothing but a label added to the text that is to be shown on the web page. These labels or tags tell the web browser where that text is to be displayed and how it is to be displayed. HTML tags are always enclosed in angle brackets, that is, angle brackets. Smart Connect. Although Word is also a type of word processing app, it is generally not used to create web pages. This is because of the heavy size of the file that is created by Word. So, avoid using Word for creating web pages. Smart Connect. Although HTML tags are not case sensitive, this means that title is the same as title, lowercase is preferred at the time of coding. There are two types of HTML tags. Container tag. HTML tags that are generally used in pairs are called container tags, as these tags are written with some text between the first and the second tags. The first tag is called the start tag or on tag, and the second tag is called the end tag or off tag. The end tag is created by simply placing a / in front of the start tag. Examples of container tags are as follows. Start tag, end tag, title/title, head/head. Empty tags are those that do not need an end tag. They are not used in pairs and are represented only by a start tag or on tag. Examples of empty tags are the line breakup tag BR and the horizontal ruler tag HR. Nested tags. You can start using another tag without closing the first tag. This means that one tag can contain other tags also. Such tags are known as nested tags. You must remember that when you start closing such tags, the tag that has been opened last should be closed first. It is not important which tag is opened first, but it is very important which tag should be closed first. For example, body p h1. This is not a proper way to close nested tags. /p/body/h1. Body p h1. This is the proper way to close nested tags. /h1/p/body. Tag attributes. Attributes can be added to HTML tags. An attribute is defined as an additional feature that can be added to the HTML elements on your web page. For example, by using align = right attribute, you can align your text to the right side of your web page. The tag tells the web browser what to do and the attribute tells the browser how to do it. Fact box. Every tag cannot take every attribute. Basic HTML tags. !doctype HTML. The !doctype HTML tag is the mandatory first tag to be mentioned at the beginning of HTML document in the text editor. It tells the web browser that the web page is written in HTML5. HTML. The HTML tag is used to tell the browser that the text contained between HTML and /HTML is a web page that can be viewed in a web browser. In case of every web page coding, !doctype HTML tag must be immediately followed by the HTML tag. The coding must always end with /HTML. The HTML tag is a container tag. Head. The head tag is used to define the header area of your web page. The information given in a head tag tells the computer that this information is not to be shown on the web page. It is a container tag used in pairs as head and /head. Every web page coding must have its header specified. Title. The title tag is used to tell the browser that the text contained between title and /title is the text that does not form part of the web page. It will be shown on the title bar or the title tab of your web browser. The use of the title tag is not mandatory. If you do not want to give title to your web page, your web browser will show the file name and its path as title of your web page. Body. The body tag is used to tell the web browser that the text contained between body and /body is to be shown on the web page. It is also a container tag. The body tag can be used with the following attributes. BG color. This attribute allows you to define a color for the background of your web page. It can be used as under. Body BG color = red. Text. This attribute allows you to define a color for the text of your web page. It can be used as under. Body text = blue. You can use more than one attribute simultaneously. For example, body BG color = red, text = white. Quick tips. HTML understands only 16 colors by name. They are aqua, black, blue, fuchsia, grey, green, lime, maroon, navy, olive, purple, red, silver, teal, white and yellow. The remaining colors need to be specified by their RGB values in hexadecimal notation. For example, the RGB code for orange color is hashtag EE9900. In this code, EE99 and 00 show how much red, green and blue colors respectively are to be mixed. You can try other combinations of red, green and blue colors with values from 0 to 9, A, B, C, D, E, F to define new colors, where A to F represent 10 to 15 respectively. Structure of an HTML document. Using the basic HTML tags discussed here, the basic common structure of an HTML document, which every web page must contain, is as follows. Smart Connect. Sir Timothy Berners-Lee is an English computer scientist, best known as the inventor of the World Wide Web. He implemented the first successful communication between a hypertext transfer protocol, HTTP client, and a server via the Internet. Presently, he is the director of the World Wide Web Consortium, W3C, and is also the founder of the World Wide Web Foundation. Creating and saving an HTML document. So start designing a web page using the basic tags. Follow the steps shown in figure 5.1. Open Notepad and write HTML code. Click on the File menu. Click on Save to open the Save As dialog box. Locate the path in drives available where the file has to be stored. In the file name box, type the name of the file created, here 1.html. Click and select all files, *.* from the Save As type list. Click on the Save button to save your file. Quick tips. You can directly open the Save As dialog box by pressing Ctrl+S keys after step 1. If you simply type the file name in the Save As dialog box and press the Save button, the computer will save it as a notepad file with the file extension .txt. However, you want it to be saved as a web page, so save the file by giving the file extension as .html or .htm. Editing an HTML document. To make changes in your HTML document, follow the steps shown in figure 5.2. Locate your file in the Files Explorer window. Right-click on the file icon to open the right-click menu. Hover the mouse pointer on the Open With option to open a sub-menu. Click and select Notepad. This will open your HTML document in Notepad so that you can make changes in the file and save accordingly. Viewing an HTML document. To view your web page, follow the steps given below. Locate the file in Files Explorer. Double-click on the file icon. A window similar to figure 5.3 will appear on your monitor. Other useful tags. Heading. In this chapter, you must have observed that there are various headings and subheadings. These subheadings sometimes have their own further subheadings. All these are known as levels of headings. A heading tag is used to give similar effect to your web page. It is a container tag with a start tag and an end tag. HTML can define up to 6 levels of headings from H1 to H6. H1 is the first and the largest level of heading, and H6 is the last and the smallest level of heading or subheading. The code to define the level of heading and its effect on a web page are shown in figure 5.4. A heading tag can be used with an align attribute. Align. This attribute allows you to align your heading to the left side, center, or right side of your web page. The use and output of this attribute is shown in figure 5.5. Paragraph. A paragraph tag written as P is used to define the start and end of a paragraph of text. It is both a container and an empty tag. This means that whenever you want to start a new paragraph, you can start the paragraph using P without closing the previous paragraph tag. To avoid confusion, use this tag as a container tag starting with P and ending with /P. The paragraph tag automatically inserts a blank line between two paragraphs. The paragraph tag can be used with an align attribute. Align. This attribute allows you to align the text of your paragraph to the left side, center, or right side of your web page. The use and output of this attribute is shown in figure 5.6. Line break. A line break tag written as BR is used when you want to start a new line but do not want to start a new paragraph. This means that you want your text to come in the next line without leaving a blank line in between. This tag forces a line break wherever you place it. A line break tag is an empty tag. The code and output of this tag is shown in figure 5.7. Bold. A bold tag written as B is used to give bold effect to text. It makes the text darker. You need to tell the web browser when to start using the bold effect and where to stop using the bold effect. It is a container tag and used in pairs as B and /B. Italic. An italic tag written as I is used to give italic effect to text. It makes the text look slanting. You need to tell the web browser when to start using the italic effect and where to stop using the italic effect. It is also a container tag and used in pairs as I and /I. Underline. An underline tag written as U is used to underline text. It puts a line under the text. You need to tell the web browser when to start underlining and where to stop underlining the text. It is also a container tag and used in pairs as U and /U. The use of bold, italic, and underline tags with output is shown in figure 5.8. Horizontal rule. HR is an empty tag used to draw a horizontal line in your web page. The HR tag divides a web page into segments with the help of a horizontal line. The thickness of the line is specified through the size attribute. The length of the line needed for the browser window is specified through the width attribute of the HR tag. The color of the rule can be selected along with its appearance using color attribute. The HR tag also gives the option of showing the line as a two-dimensional 2D or three-dimensional 3D rule. The no shade attribute is added to show a 2D rule. If no shade attribute is not used, the rule appears transparent, giving it a 3D effect. The use of the HR tag and its attributes with output is shown in figure 5.9. Hands-on lab activity. You have now learnt about some basic HTML tags. Let us create a new web page. Hints. Click on Start, All Programs, Accessories, Notepad. Type the following in the Notepad window. Save the file as myfirstwebpage.html. Congratulations! You have successfully created a new web page. Double-click on the file icon in the File Explorer window to open a web page similar to this.